Snooty's going to collect Social Security this year. He's gonna and we're here to help him celebrate that, and we will sing Happy Birthday to Snooty.
I've been taking care of Snooty for 15 years. I was a volunteer for 3 or 4 years, and then I was hired as staff. And I've just loved this animal for all that time. Everybody loves him. It's amazing how they can not even be able to pet him, but they love him. He has charisma. I prepare all his food on the days I work, which are 3 days a week. I cut his apple, I cut his broccoli, his cabbage. He eats 3 pounds of cabbage, 2 pounds of broccoli. He is a vegetarian. Very easy to feed a vegetarian. You don't have to cook anything for Snooty. And that's what I do, and then I feed him at the presentations. Sometimes I do some, sometimes I don't. His health is great, according to Dr. Murphy. The only way he's showing his age, he said, is his skin is a little wrinkly. Well, hello. As we get older, our skin wrinkles. And he doesn't pull himself up. He's losing a little bit of muscle, but we all lose muscle tone if we don't use them. But he hasn't slowed down a whole lot. He's still personable. He still swims the pool. He's just the same old Snooty that I started with. Well, Snooty basically ignores them. It's very hard to ignore the other manatee when he comes up and tries to grab your food. Somebody said, well, will he miss them when they're gone? And I said, yeah, like you'd miss a headache. Snooty puts up with them because manatees are very laid back. They're very gentle. They don't know how to be mean, and besides, their teeth are way in the back. They couldn't bite anybody if they wanted to, and they don't because they're called the gentle giant, and that's the reason. They just are very gentle. It makes me feel wonderful, and I'm sure Snooty appreciates it too because he loves children, he loves crowds. I'm sure he'll do a lot of sleeping when this is over, but he enjoys it at the time. He likes the cameras in his face. People are talking to him all the time. But we received 191 birthday cards this year, which was a record. And the kids did a great job on the cards. He does mean a lot to the community. He is the official mascot of Manatee County. He has been for many, many years. Everybody has brought their kids, then their grandchildren. People have grown up with Snooty, and they really enjoy Snooty. He is an icon that they love, and they can't even touch him, and they love him. So we can touch him. Only the trainers can touch him. And he knows my voice. I know he does, because he was in the med pool one day and he started to go out, and I said, Snoots, come here. He turned right around and came up to me. It was just like having a big fat puppy dog. Well, Snooty has been a friend, and he's also, when I first started with Snooty, I was having some nerve issues, problems, and Snooty just calmed me down. And it gave me something to live for. I mean, I came in here every time I was on the schedule, and I just enjoyed every minute, and it's done me a world of good. You have to keep interested. When you get older, you have to volunteer and find something you love to do, and I just happened to find Snooty. I'm sure that they go home knowing that Snooty is the most lovable marine mammal in the world. He just is I don't know. They just love him, and I'm sure that they'll be back. People just want to honor Snooty because he is our mascot, and he does a great job.
Hi, I'm Aaron, and we're here at Snooty's 65th birthday celebration. This year, Snooty's turning 65. Again, he was born back on July 21st, 1948. Born in captivity, spent his entire life here in captivity. And 65, kind of the big celebration here for Snooty this year, because he is the world's oldest manatee, setting records every day for being the oldest. And at 65, he's in great health. Doing well this year. He's getting all of the attention. As you can see, there's a lot of people here for Snooty's birthday party celebration. 1,000 plus pound manatee requires a lot of food. He gets 70 pounds of romaine lettuce hand-fed to him each day, along with another 10 pounds of kale, cabbage, broccoli, sweet potatoes, and carrots. Along with that, we have our rescue manatees that we don't hand-feed, but we do have to take care of as well. So those animals require just as much attention, just as much food, just not the hands-on approach like we do with Snooty. So here we have a lot with the animal care. Each year also Snooty gets a veterinary exam, which a lot of work goes into as well, as far as taking blood work, biological samples to make sure that he is healthy. So we do a lot of work to help Snooty and make sure that he is healthy. The important thing to take away is really the conservation message that we're trying to apply here. Manatees are an endangered species, having to deal with the boat strikes, the watercraft injuries, habitat loss, pollution, as well as red tide and cold stress. These animals have to go through a lot out there in the wild. So if they can get the connection between the manatees and the people here with Snooty, maybe they'll in turn go out and conserve an endangered species.
You know, it's just a wonderful day. There's nothing better in the summertime than to be able to celebrate Snooty's birthday. 65 years is hardly imaginable that we've been able to keep Snooty this long in this community. It's so appropriate for us.
What about you, Gary? Well, I'd say this is a wonderful community event where families can come out, and it's I heard the word earlier, joyous event, and we need joyous things in our lives right now, and Snooty and the museum represents plenty of that.
This museum just represents our history. There's collections here of people from our community, their collections, things that they've donated to the community, as well as just early Manatee County, early Bradenton, and then we start with the planetarium and the sky, and we go all the way through life into the water and with Snooty, and it's just a great place for our community and for people to experience here.
What about you, Gary? What are some of the significant things?
Well, I certainly echo all that. It's an educational tool for the young and the old, and it's done in an entertaining way, and it adds excitement. It's a venue that we all should consider, visitors and the old time community members. I mean, it's been here for a long time, and we're very proud of what we're able to offer.
Some of the things that are happening here today are really for families, as Gary had said earlier. Lots of activities for the kids with regards to face painting. We've got Moat Marine here with some touch tanks out front. We've got the museum itself is open for people to enjoy, and this whole month we've been open on the weekends, which we may not normally be open on Sundays, and we've got reduced prices for anybody that wants to come out here. And if you were born in 1948 when Snooty was born, there's a discount for you as well. There are cards that kids from all over our community have written to Snooty. Every imaginable piece of artwork is downstairs, not only for Snooty to enjoy, but for the community to enjoy, because we've got them displayed throughout Snooty's tank down there. So when you come to see Snooty, when you come to join the activities, don't forget to look at those cards. And today at noon, we'll also be singing happy birthday to Snooty and enjoying a little bit of cake as well.
Okay, we're here representing the Manatee County Veterans Council and also the Marine Corps League Toys for Tots, Detachment 588, and Jerry, their new commandant. Jerry, tell us a little bit about the program.
Yes, Toys for Tots. Marines have always been very active. Just the last year alone, we gave over 37,000 toys for Toys for Tots. Plus, we sponsor all kinds of veterans programs for not only veterans but veterans' families.
We want to bring the fact that we have the parades, we have the flag pole dedication, we have Veterans Day coming up in November. We're already planning for that. So we want all the people here to be aware of what the veterans have done for them and how we can help them in the future.
They can come and visit us at the Marine Corps bunker, which is at 5225 26th Street West, or call us at 941-301-4598, and we would appreciate any support we can get from anyone.
Well, it's important because South Florida Museum is one of our partners for the Legacy of Valor campaign. The campaign is a campaign that rallies our community with a mosaic of community-driven partnerships. It goes from April 2013 to April 2014. And once it's completed, Patriot Plaza, which is a ceremonial amphitheater at Sarasota National Cemetery, will be constructed. And all of that is about honoring veterans, inspiring patriotism, and embracing freedom. Thank you for asking. I think the best place to visit is a couple of our different websites, which is freedompassiton.org, or you can always go to the pattersonfoundation.com. Absolutely. We have over 30 different partners during our Legacy of Valor campaign, and it can be on that website. It goes anything from arts and cultural events to services to educational programs. It's all about our community. Well, it makes us feel very proud and great that we have such a partnership with South Florida Museum and all the great things they do in their community, along with the community coming out and supporting that, and that's how we feel about our campaign as well.
Snooty is certainly an institution in Manatee County and in Bradenton. He's been around almost as long as I have. In fact, I remember going to see him when he was a very young fella down at the pier, and it's an awesome thing, and I'm very proud for the museum and for Snooty.
Well, I couldn't agree more. I'm just happy to be here today to celebrate Snooty's 65th birthday. You know, he represents our community, Manatee County, and what we're about, and our natural resource department, and the abilities that we have here at this great facility to help not only Snooty but other animals like Snooty to recuperate from injuries or whatever that might happen to them out in the wild, and then get them back into the wild.
You know, it's one more building block in the rejuvenation of downtown Bradenton. The Riverwalk, the new hotel, the Hampton Inn that's going to be here, the Riverwalk I think it's going to be called, and of course the museum. We haven't advertised it yet, but we've got some big plans for the museum. It's going to be more magnificent than it is today. So Bradenton is alive and well and coming back.
Significant that what Manatee County has always been about for decades with the environment, preserving and protecting and enhancing our environment. We're a community that has, 35,000 acres of preserves. It's unheard of. And what we've done in our coastal community areas to preserve and protect the coastal community, our estuaries that we have, and that Manatee County is a part of, Tampa Bay Estuary and Sarasota Bay Estuary. It's so important to protect that environment that we have here. It's so precious to us.
I'm Randall Wells. I'm the director of the Chicago Zoological Society's Sarasota Dolphin Research Program, and I'm here today because I've known Snooty for a long time and come to appreciate him over the years as a pretty amazing animal. Now, this animal is now the oldest known manatee in the world, and over the years he's touched millions of people in terms of helping to get the messages out there about what manatees and other marine creatures need for their protection so they can continue to survive and thrive in the wild. Our work with the Sarasota Dolphin Research Program began in 1970. We're the world's longest running study of a dolphin population, and we're currently observing 4 to 5 generations of dolphins in Sarasota Bay. Some of them have been there for the 43 years we've been doing the work. Our program was the first to determine that dolphins live in local waters, that they don't move around. And those local waters include things like the Manatee River. This is part of the home range of the local Sarasota dolphin population. So we're working with the South Florida Museum to help develop exhibits that can talk about the dolphins in the museum's backyard as well. This is a wonderful group of people that come together to share their own experiences and their own passions about wildlife. They focused around manatees and Snooty, of course, but it really goes to show how many people care about this area and about the animals in this area and want to do what's best for the environment to make sure that it lasts well into the future and so that future generations can appreciate it as well. I think it says an awful lot. Manatees live to be to an old age. This is an opportunity to cross generations. Many people that I've talked to and that I've heard from have experienced Snootys since the time he arrived or in the intervening years. So this is an experience that many people from a variety of generations can share, and they can use this to help bolster the appreciation for wildlife in this area.
Snooty and the South Florida Museum represent a strong message when it comes to the environment. Mosaic also takes a strong stand on environmental issues. We have a strong commitment to the environment, to water conservation. We are a good example of environmental stewardship. So this is an obvious partnership for us here. Not to mention, let's face it, it's just plain old fun. Well, we have been here for many years. It's by far the hottest day of the year, but it doesn't matter what the temperatures do or what the weather does. We are excited to take part in Snooty's birthday each year. We always bring out our fossil fun zone that is hugely popular. We have, no lie, about 2,000 kids come through that fossil fun zone. And in fact, we leave the fossil box behind for the South Florida Museum summer camps. They dig for those shark's teeth, bits of fossilized bone from right here at our mine out east in Wingate. And so it's a really exciting experiment for these kids, and they enjoyed it. It's free of charge. And then we give away goodies. And this year we brought along Big Mo, which is our Mosaic Express, our classroom on wheels for big and small alike. And so we're here celebrating in style with Snooty. It makes, well, first of all, when we see the crowd turn out for this, you know in advance that supporting Snooty's a no-brainer, but this just, definitely sends that message home. When you look around and you see the people that recognize Snooty, and again, recognize Snooty and the South Florida Museum and the staff here and all the museum has to offer, you know that they realize that this is truly a spot for a community hero. This is an integral location and organization for Bradenton and for Manatee County as a whole. We're very lucky to have this, and we're very lucky that we're still here to celebrate with Snooty 65 years later. Same year as my mother. The South Florida Museum, what is unique about the South Florida Museum, we have lots of aquariums in the area, children's museums in the area. The South Florida Museum really celebrates Florida's history and Florida's natural history here. Of course, it has Snooty, and it has the planetarium that everyone has fond memories of going back decades. But the Florida natural history element in education here is really unique. It's a personalized experience. It's a very comfortable museum. And I think people don't realize here how lucky we are to have this right here in our backyards.
One of the best parts of Snooty's birthday celebrations every year is the card contest. This year we did have over 200 total cards from 11 different states and even from other countries. Right now we're going to be announcing the winners. There were toddlers up to the ages, or also children up to the age of 6th grade who sent in cards to wish Snooty a happy birthday. So we want to thank everyone that helped wish Snooty a birthday. And we have awards from the ages of pre-K to 6th grade and 1st through 3rd place. Then we also have awards for 2 honorable mentions as well as a family award for a group of siblings that did an excellent job.
Hi everybody, my name is Jackie Barron. I'm with the Mosaic Company, and we have the privilege of being the presenting sponsor for this year's birthday bash, and I'm very honored to have the city's mayor, Bradenton's mayor, Wayne Poston, and we're gonna, hey, they don't get much better, right? And we have the honor and the privilege of announcing the winners and handing out the prizes, the good part. All right, in first place, we have 4 winners. Vinny Tumalo. And I apologize if I get a name wrong. Jacinia Madrigal. Congratulations. Taylor Ackerman, in first place, Taylor Ackerman. Jimena Chafloke. Is Jimena Chafloke here? Those are our first place winners. Can we have a big round of applause? In second place, we have Molly Patton. Yay, Molly! You gotta love pearls at the birthday party. Ella Chandler. Is that Ella? I don't know. Lauren McLean. Good job, Lauren. And Abigail Owen rounds out our second place prize winners. Abigail Owen. Oh, we have a question for the mayor. Lauren, take a picture with the mayor. And one more round of applause for our second place winners. In third place, Molly Evans, please come to the front. Molly Evans. Oh, here comes Molly Evans. Congratulations, Molly. Come up here and meet our mayor. Ramona Holland, good job, Ramona. Emily Tribbett. And rounding out our third place winners, Haley Cadavar. You guys want to take a moment for a picture? Good job. Our honorable mentions today, we have 2 honorable mentions. Our honorable mentions are Antonio Dominic, and Kevin Chaflote. Is this Antonio? Antonio, take a picture with the mayor, honey, please. Oh, you're Kevin. Oh, Kevin, and is Jimena here? Did you get your prize? Jimena, you came in first place. Come up here with your brother. Kevin and Jimena, you want to take a picture with for your mom? And now our family award. One more second for a photo. And Antonio, is Antonio Dominic here? Our final honorable mention. And our last category, but certainly not least, our family award. The Cotter family. Can we have Jake, Grace, and Emma Cotter please step up front? The Cotter family, where are you? The Cotter family. Are they here? There's Kathy Barrett. Hi, Kathy. It's bad when I get a microphone and you walk in front of me. Okay, well, a round of applause for the Cotter family and a round of applause for all our birthday card contestants. They did a wonderful job. Every year we're so impressed. Hundreds turn in a card. I'm going to let the mayor close this out.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks for coming. Snooty appreciates it, and we appreciate you. Thank you all.
Happy 65th birthday, Snooty.
Happy 65th birthday, Snooty.
Happy birthday, Snooty!
Happy birthday, Snooty! Hoorah!